We're thanking all of our customers for another great year. Hi, this is Dr. Sue Stur. We want to thank our great customers this past year for trusting Covenant Animal Clinic to care for your pets. Click our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com to learn how we can serve you in the coming year.
By leveraging sustainable carbon management solutions like Navigator CO2's Heartland Greenway, ethanol facilities can make substantial progress toward carbon reduction objectives. Learn more on how they're partnering with ethanol producers across the Corn Belt. Click their icon at IllinoisFarmRadio.com.
Well, the flu season is here again, and our Warner Hospital and Health Services walk-in clinic inside our family medicine clinic is ready to treat you. CEO Paul Scowen here, reminding you when you suffer from all those symptoms that are caused by flu-like fever, headache, congestion, and that blah feeling. Come to us. No appointment, no problem at the Warner Hospital walk-in clinic. Get here and get feeling better. Just another way we provide quality care close to home.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet Service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4 lease with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
What does it really mean to provide the best crop nutrition? With AgroLiquid, it means getting a one-of-a-kind approach, one that caters to your specific agronomic needs. You're getting experts who will work with you to create a program unique to your operation, all while accounting for the quality of your soil and the products you're already using. It's not just a product, it's peace of mind, knowing we've thought of everything. That's the AgroLiquid way. Apply less, expect more. Find a retailer at agroliquid.com.
News time is 8 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Tuesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast streaming to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Programming at the DeWitt County Friendship Center is picking up in a big way as we get into 2023. Executive Director Paula Giles indicates in a few weeks, Ernie Harvey begins a program that engages seniors about topics important to them. The programs will be the third Monday of each month.
And on the 20th, we have something new going on. It's a Monday. Ernie Harvey is going to come in and do a care support group. Mm-hmm. He's going to do it once a month. Usually it's probably going to be on the third Monday of the month. And he's just going to pick a different topic every time. This time it's dementia and Alzheimer's. But it's an open forum, so you can ask. I mean, he's hospice, mm-hmm. So you can ask him the questions, mm-hmm. the hard questions that some people don't want to they want to say, oh, bright and sunny, but sometimes it's not. So I think there's a grief support and all different types of grief. And then there's the depression one. So we're going to hit a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. He used to be on our board. And then my daughter reached out to him and said, why don't you do something for the seniors up there? And that all took off, and he came to see me, and there we are.
Congregate Piecemeal is back at the Friendship Center. Meals have been delivered to seniors for the last few years during COVID. Giles indicates seniors are happy to have meals served again at the Friendship Center Monday through Friday.
It's meals for the seniors. It's inexpensive and it's healthy. Mm-hmm. They deliver them, or you can eat in the center. So they have congregate meals available. That's starting to pick up. So I'm hoping that stays that way. So if anybody, it's really inexpensive. Yeah. And they take their link card if that's on the calendar that they have of their meals. Yeah. And in my newsletter, I send out the monthly calendar for what they're going to get that day.
Gotcha.
So they can pick and choose when they want to be there. If you can, I think the suggested fee is $350. And if you can't pay it, just don't. Mm-hmm. I mean, like on Wednesdays, we have quite a few. And then sometimes on Thursdays, our bridge ladies, the ones that are there all day, they'll eat the piecemeal just because they don't want to bring their own lunch.
Tuesday, February 21st, the Diabetic Shoe Clinic returns to the Friendship Center. Giles says this is a much-needed program that seniors utilized frequently before it went away due to COVID.
It's our Diabetic Shoe Clinic. Mm-hmm. That's where you come in and they take cast of your feet.
Mhm.
So they're all custom made, and it takes, 4 to 6 weeks to get them, but Medicare covers the cost of it. So all we need is your Medicare, your supplement, and your doctor's name and phone number.
Very
And
good.
They take care of everything else.
Yeah.
And it's just call and register. It hasn't been around for 3.5 years. They bring samples of the shoes. It's not like the old clunky diabetic shoes that people had to get. You can get trendy shoes. So I'm excited about that.
All right.
Medicare covers the fee. Medicare, your supplement, and then just name of the doctor and phone number. Any senior can get one pair of shoes a year, and they can get 3 inserts free. So, but he'll be back to fit their shoes when the shoes come in. He'll come in and they'll meet him there, and he'll fit the shoes there.
All right.
So it's all going to be done there at the center.
Tuesday, February 21st, again, is the return of the Diabetic Shoe Clinic. Giles says mental health checks have also been back for a while. That's a great resource for seniors to stay on top of their health. She anticipates the Rules of the Road refresher course returning next month. Get more information about all the happenings at the Friendship Center by calling 935-9411. You can also follow them on Facebook or stop in at 410 East Main Street in Clinton. It could be a sloppy spring in central Illinois. Ed Shimon at the National Weather Service in Lincoln indicates an above normal precipitation trend right through the spring will make things wet and could be challenging for producers to find opportunities to get the crop in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, the above normal temperature signal goes, May, June, July is also, what's 40 to 50th percentile above normal, but it's got, the entire lower 48 states in the above normal category for temperatures.
Oh, wow.
Precipitation wise, we drift a little bit lower in the above normal category of precipitation, but it's still there for, the first 6 months or 7 months of the year. We're in the above normal precip category for the seasonal outlook. So we should get rid of that drought. Probably could, be a little bit muddy, and hopefully it doesn't delay the farmers getting into the fields when they want to in the late April, May time frames.
As the La Nina pattern we've dealt with for the last 3 winters moves off, Shimon says we return to a neutral pattern. It will be several months before we see another El Nino or La Nina pattern redevelop.
We've had 3 straight winters of La Nina. Well, that's, there's an 80% chance that we're going to lose the La Nina category in the equatorial Pacific. So we're going to go to, La Nina neutral, or it's called ENSO neutral, El Nino Southern Oscillation. But so we're getting rid of that signal, and now we're going to kind of be middle of the road as we head through the summer. And La Nina El Nino is mainly a winter effect. So, but anyway, we're losing that, in case somebody was wondering. It's driven by the airflow across the equatorial Pacific, where there's kind of a slosh of colder water one direction or the other, depending on the prevailing winds and the strength of the prevailing wind. So it takes months to really ebb and flow the other way to get to it. El Nino, it's possible we could start, a weak El Nino before next winter, but it's a real slow transition. It takes several months for the overall average temperature of the surface waters there off of South America and the Pacific to just adjust upward.
Shimon indicates it's already been an interesting start to the meteorological year, as we've seen temperatures below zero, tornadoes, high temperatures in the 60s, and a winter storm event roll through. The Illinois State Police is expanding crisis intervention training for all officers. Law enforcement is often the first to respond to someone in mental health emergencies, so it's important they know what to do, says ISP Master Sergeant Joey Watson.
The goal of the training is to help officers better understand mental illness. This will help them resolve the crisis situation with a lower risk of injury to both the officer and the person that's in crisis, and connect individuals with treatment.
Watson adds the 40-hour crisis intervention team training includes the signs of mental illness, resources available, role-playing exercises, and de-escalation techniques.
It's going to include things like how to recognize the signs and symptoms, information about health laws and resources, experiential training from family members of individuals with mental illnesses, verbal de-escalation training, and role-playing so that they're able to connect the individuals in crisis to the treatment.
So far, 51 state police officers have completed the training and 13 have taken additional classes so they can teach the course. Illinois Treasurer Mike Frericks is urging nonprofit groups to apply for grants through his office's charitable trust program. $200,000 in grant money is up for grabs during this initial round, available to certain nonprofits, including food banks and workforce development groups, says Treasurer Frericks.
Charitable Trust Program offers an excellent opportunity for small nonprofit organizations to have an even greater impact on the people they serve. These grants play an important role in helping organizations fulfill their mission of feeding, employing, and training people in need.
The maximum award to each organization is $20,000.
We've found that smaller nonprofits that rely on a lot of volunteers and do their own fundraising help us make a greater impact by working together than the state could make doing it itself.
Applications will be accepted through March 31st. The details are available at ilcharitabletrust.com. Get news anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com. A look at sports is next.
Scott Baum here from Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton. Search our big selection of pre-owned cars and trucks by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Dr. Bradley Grant here from Mid-State Eye in Clinton. Many insurance plans will have benefits that renewed on January 1st. If you've been waiting until the new year, click Mid-State Eye icon on DeWittDailyNews.com to make your appointment today.
Hear Clinton Maroon live play-by-play this season on WHOW, the big 1520 daytime, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, and 106.5 in Bloomington Normal all the time. Plus, streamed at DeWittDailyNews.com on the WHOW mobile app. Plus, hear a best of Clinton sports broadcast Saturday mornings at 10. All brought to you by Love It Once More Thrift Store. Keith Wade, your country financial representative, and our exclusive sponsor for our Player of the Game, ServPro of Piatt DeWitt Counties, the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction.
ServPro of Piatt DeWitt Counties, the leader in cleaning, restoration, and construction, is proud to again be the exclusive sponsor of the WHOW Clinton Maroon Player of the Game, announced at the end of every Maroon sports broadcast. Our WHOW announcing staff will select that night's WHOW ServPro of Piatt DeWitt County Clinton Maroon Player of the Game, whose play will be highlighted in each WHOW Maroon post-game broadcast, and that player receives a certificate. Find out the many services provided by ServPro of Piatt DeWitt Counties by clicking their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Warner Hospital providing ENT health and otolaryngology services to DeWitt County with Gibson Area Hospital and Dr. Jonathan Glickstein. Your ENT health is important, and Dr. Glickstein is an experienced otolaryngologist specializing in ear, nose, and throat conditions and head and neck surgery, dedicated to excellence in patient care for the best ENT services. Now seeing patients at the Warner Specialty Clinic in Clinton. To book your appointment in Clinton, call 217-784-2808.
With SRN Sports, I'm Jim Bartow. In the NBA, Cleveland defeated Washington 114-91. Boston over Detroit 111-99. The Clippers get past Brooklyn 124-116. Chicago pounds San Antonio 128-104. Keegan Murray had a career-high 30 points and set a franchise rookie record with 8 3-pointers to help the Sacramento Kings snap a 2-game skid with a 140-120 win over the Houston Rockets. Dallas upends Utah 124-111. Golden State clobbers Oklahoma City 141-114. And Milwaukee defeated Portland 127-108. In the NHL, the Islanders defeated Philadelphia 2-1. Florida destroys Tampa Bay 7-1. New Jersey gets past Vancouver in overtime 5-4. Also in OT, the Rangers get past Calgary 5-4. A shootout victory this time for Dallas 3-2 over Anaheim. And Arizona gets past Minnesota 3-2. This is SRN Sports. Kyrie Irving is a member of the Dallas Mavericks, with the trade from Brooklyn becoming official. The guard, who now will be paired with fellow All-Star Luka Doncic, could make his Dallas debut Wednesday at the Los Angeles Clippers. Doncic might be out against the Clippers with a heel injury. Whenever the All-Stars do get on the court together, Doncic and Irving instantly become one of the NBA's top duos in a tightly packed Western Conference. Mortgage executive and former Michigan State guard Matt Ishbia is approved to become the new majority owner of the Phoenix Suns and WNBA's Phoenix Mercury. The NBA's Board of Governors approved his plan to purchase the controlling stake of those franchises from Robert Sarver. Ishbia agreed on December 20th to the deal, one that put the total value of the Suns and Mercury at $4 billion. Justin Rose earned a 3-shot victory in the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. The tournament was delayed to a Monday finish because of high wind on Saturday. This is SRN Sports.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. In a game heard on 95.9 FM WEZC and at DeWittDailyNews.com, Reagan Little and Reagan Stringer scored 20 points apiece, leading Tolono Unity to a 58-37 win over Monticello in Illini Prairie Conference. Girls basketball action on Monday night from the Seaver Center at Monticello High School. Action was controlled by Tolono Unity throughout the night, but an 8-0 run by Monticello right after halftime got them within 14 points, but that would be the closest they would get the rest of the night. From there, Stringer and Little combined to take the game back over and lead Tolono Unity to its 19th victory and 4th in league play on the season. Lydia Berger led Monticello with 13 points and 5 rebounds. She was the serve pro of Piatt-DeWitt County player of the game. Lucy Leatherwood added 11 points. Joby Smith scored 9 for Monticello. Maya High grabbed the team best 6 rebounds. Lauren Haas scored 8 for Tolono Unity. Monticello drops to 7-20 overall. They will host Williamsville on senior night tonight at the Seaver Center at 5:30. Illinois and Minnesota, scheduled for tonight, has been postponed because of COVID health and safety protocols in the Golden Gophers program. The announcement was made Monday morning by Minnesota, which did not specify how many players have been unable to play. The game at the State Farm Center has been rescheduled for February 20th. The Gophers had only 8 available scholarship players for their last game, an 81-46 loss to Maryland Saturday. Dawson Garcia has missed the last 4 games, while Braden Carrington has missed the last 6, both with non-COVID injuries. Parker Fox and Isaiah Enan will not play this season, recovering from knee injuries. The 16-7 Illini host the number 24 Rutgers on Saturday. Nikola Vucevic had 22 points and 12 rebounds. Andre Drummond set a season high with 21 points and 15 rebounds as Chicago handed San Antonio its 9th straight loss, beating the Spurs 128-104. Vucevic could be playing for another team by the end of the week. The same goes for Drummond as the NBA's trade deadline approaches. Despite the big questions about their futures, the big men delivered in a big way for the Bulls on Monday. Zach LaVine had 20 points. DeMar DeRozan scored 19, helping Chicago match a season high with their 3rd straight win. At 26-27, Chicago got payback for a loss at San Antonio in October. It was tied at 85 in the 3rd when Chicago went on a 23-3 run that buried the team with the 2nd worst record in the Western Conference. 2 more losses and the Spurs will match their worst skid of the season. DeRozan started the decisive run with a 3-point play and step-back jumper in the final minute of the 3rd quarter, giving the Bulls a 5-point lead. Chicago had 7 players score in double figures and shot 56% despite making just 6 of 22 3-pointers. It was the Bulls' 4th win in 5 games overall. Keldon Johnson led San Antonio with 21 points, but the Spurs opened a season-high 9-game road trip on an all-too-familiar note. The Bulls led by 11 after the first quarter, only to have San Antonio get back in the game in the second. The Spurs led by 4 late in the third before the Bulls steadied themselves. DeRozan's spurt at the end of the quarter helped give the Bulls the spark they needed. Kobe White kept it going when he hit 2 free throws and fed Drummond for a dunk after stealing a pass in the opening minute of the fourth. Doug McDermott hit a 3 for San Antonio, but the Bulls outscored the Spurs 38-19 in the quarter. Alex Caruso missed his second straight game. Chicago's best perimeter defender was injured in Thursday's 114-98 victory over Charlotte. The Bulls will visit Memphis on Tuesday. A record 50.4 million American adults plan to bet on this year's Super Bowl, wagering a total of $16 billion. The gambling industry's national trade group predicted on Tuesday. The American Gaming Association forecasts 1 in 5 American adults will place a bet on Sunday's NFL championship game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. The estimate includes legal bets and those placed with illegal bookies or casual among friends or relatives. The total amounts expected to be wagered this year is more than double the amount from last year as the legal U.S. sports betting market continues to grow. There are 3 additional states offering legal sports betting this year: Kansas, Ohio, and Massachusetts, compared from a year earlier for a total of 33 states plus Washington, D.C. Maryland also added mobile sports betting this past year, but it had in-person wagering for last year's Super Bowl. More than half of all American adults live in a market where sports betting is legal. Hard data is backing up predictions of a record-setting betting market for this year's game. GeoComply, which handles nearly all online betting traffic for U.S. sports betting markets, to verify a customer in a particular location where such bets are legal, says it has recorded over 550 million geolocation checks during the NFL playoffs from January 14th to 29th. Get sports anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4Ls with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
Hi there, I'm here to tell you a little about this new program called Save to Help Illinois. Maybe you know somebody who's